Oh, whoa. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Good Morning Xbox. I am your host, Axel1324.
And now I'm coolcatterri.
And I need to adjust my microphone. Hold on. There we go. All right. Another week has gone by. It's the last week of June. That summer break is 1 month over. One more month left before traffic at 8 o'clock a.m. becomes miserable again. But yes, another week has gone by. Terry, what have you been playing this week?
I actually started playing the Beyond Good and Evil 20th Anniversary Edition that released. So I dove into that. So it's going to be a journey.
Recent release?
Yeah, it just released last week. So
Okay. All right, cool. I did not know it actually released.
Yeah.
Wait, in classic Ubisoft style, did they release the old version?
No. Not to my knowledge, they did not.
Okay. But yeah, and I think actually Beyond Good and Evil might be one of the titles that is being delisted, is not backwards compatible. So if you got an Xbox 360, be sure to pick it up, I think.
I don't know. I played the HD version was for the 360, and I played that on the Xbox One.
Did you? Okay.
I did.
I see. All right. And of course, this week I have been playing more Sea of Stars.
Nice.
I'm a little further. I beat my second boss, which was like a young child. So yeah, good old classic JRPG. So yeah, I played that. I'm still having a really good time. I'm super impressed with it all. It is definitely one of the better RPGs of our time, classic style. So yeah, that's what I've been playing, and hopefully this week I'll get my Xbox plugged back in again. I was just talking to Terry about all the stuff I'm doing to try to get it plugged back in, and we'll move forward with that. Right, Terry? Right?
Yes.
That's right. But in the meantime, let's check in with the chat. Let's see who all is here. We got Happy Cloud Gamer in the chat. Thank you so much for being here, Happy Cloud Gamer. You are the real MVP, and you'll like today's topic. We're talking a bit about cloud later on. We got Lost Boomer joining us. Shout out to Lost Boomer. Thank you so much for joining us. You are the real MVP. He says IFG. LFG? I have no idea what that means. But shout out to you. Thank you so much.
Let's effing go.
Oh, sorry. Let's freaking go. Sorry. I'm not down with Gen X talk. Okay. Sorry, I'm not down with boomer talk. Sorry. Let's see. It's Tim that joins us. Shout out to Tim, and thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. Appreciate you. Legendary Yobi drops in. He says, "Good morning. Thank you so much, Yobi. You are the real MVP." Shout out to Doggy Dog. Thank you so much for being here, Doggy. You are the real MVP. He says, "Good morning, everybody. Good morning. What's going on?" Yeah. And Yobi brings up a good point. Hey, Doggy Dog. Hope you're feeling better. Hope you are feeling better, Doggy. Tell us what happened. Shout out to General Spartan. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. He says, 10 days straight of work begins tomorrow. Today's my final rest day. Oh my gosh. Why do you people put yourselves through this? That sucks, my dude. Hopefully it goes really well for you. Shout out to your Wicked Hot. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. He says, Doggy Dog 420, my dude. Good morning. Always great to see you. There you go. Doggy has so many fans. He's the real MVP. Let's see. Shout out to Fastback. Thank you so much for being here, Fastback. You are the real MVP. Appreciate you. Let's see. Jesse Darby joins us. Thank you so much for being here, Jesse Darby. You are the real MVP. He says, good morning. Captain Cloud Gamer still wakes the deep. Use headset. It's crazy. Oh my gosh. I want to play that one. Terry, Legendary Yobi asked, did you hear about a team of people or modders getting together to bring the servers back online for The Crew?
I have not heard about this.
Okay, well, hopefully they do. Okay, so, but let's get right into the news for the day. Let me zoom in on my side over here. Okay, so let's start off today There we go. All right, let's start off. So this comes from sonicstadium.org news. If you follow Sega, this is one of the websites you should definitely check out. They're pretty good. He says, Sonic Cross Shadow Generations Dark Beginnings animation gets additional content as a PlayStation exclusive. More money had it. And they can get an animated feature, get post DLC release. Seems like this one might. So Dark Beginnings is an animated feature to be released in promotion of Sonic's Cross Shadow Generations. It looks to be getting an extended version exclusive to PlayStation owners. And in the tradition of Sega's recent promotional DLC offerings, it's just one step more complicated than it really ought to be. To start with, we can say for absolute certain there will be some manner of animation content for Sonic Cross Shadow Generations prologue that will be exclusive to the PS4 and 5 version of the game. This is confirmed on the game's English pre-order information page as a bonus PlayStation exclusive prologue animations. Animations, plural, not all worlds, the pages. We contacted Sega PR for further clarification. They directed us back to the pre-order information page where we originally got the information of. Additionally, a translation of a production information page on Sega's Japanese website has come to light that its own stance on the animation exclusivity. And then they translate it, right? In a subsequent tweet, Sonic City interpreted this as a timed exclusive. It's unclear if this means it will be available for other platforms at a later time, or if it will be posted to video platforms later, such as YouTube, or if it goes away after this limited time. So, yeah. So, I like going to the Japanese one, right? So, I'll click on here. So, you guys can see this. Where's my translate? Show translate options. Translate. Hopefully, I don't lose the page. So, this is from Japanese website, right? Sonic Cross Shadow Generations, which I was looking forward to. I am looking forward to it. Generation second. No. It's over here. It's over here. It's over here. I know I read it directly. Hold on. I read all this before I put this on here. By the way, this pinball table looks amazing, doesn't it? I know I read it. Okay. So the collector's edition will only be available for PS5 and Nintendo Switch versions. And here, the PS4 and PS5 version will include a longer version of the upcoming prologue anime as an exclusive bonus. So there you go. Straight from Japan, guys. Terry, I know it's just animation. We can watch it on YouTube, right? But the fact that it's been excluded from the base game, from the game, and the fact that the collector's editions are only available for other platforms, the physical ones, that kind of sucks. Because one of the big bonuses of being me is I love collector's editions, and I actually have a Sonic shrine. Like I have a Sonic shelf full of all my Sonic collectibles, and I don't get to add this one now, and I'm a little sad about that. So to me, more than anything is the fact that I don't get to get the physical collectible for my content. I mean, the animation is here and there, but
I mean, from the image that's there, they don't have any of the other platforms advertised on the box. So couldn't you just get it and then just sell the disc or box that's in there for the game, for PlayStation or whatever it is?
I have no idea, man. I have no idea, but it's
this way you could still have the collectible items, because who cares about it's probably just a game code in there anyway. Just give it away.
So this is the English pre-order page, right? And so you pick who you want to pre-order. Let's go to Amazon, right? And so I go to the Amazon page, right? And there is an Xbox. Oh wait. Is this physical or collector's edition? Oh, there's just physical. This isn't the collector's edition. Yeah. So that's just physical. Let me go back. Share this tab. I want the physical collector's edition, digital deluxe, digital. So we don't even get a collector's edition in the US? What? Dang, that sucks even more. That sucks even more for me, man. Oh my god, I'm being beat up left and right. Even I can't even collect my Sonic on any console. Oh my gosh. I'm being stabbed through the heart at the speed of light. At the speed of Sonic. Terry, help me through this difficult time in my life.
Help you through this difficult time?
Yes.
I mean, they do have those sites where you can order stuff from like internationally, and it gives you like an address, so that way they'll ship it to you because they'll think you're in their country, and then it just forwards it to your address. You could always do that.
Yeah. For real. Yeah, Game Complainers. Shout out to Game Complainers. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. Appreciate you. And I believe someone else joined the chat here. If I go back a bit. Anyways, by the way, guys, if you guys are looking in the background, thank you so much for being here. You are all a real MVP. We appreciate each and every one of you that are out here just listening. But Game Complainers, are you able to order this collector's edition from Japan? Just let me know. Let me know, man. I can't believe this. I don't even get an English collector's edition. Collector's edition.
So I'm just curious, if this is the one that's in Japan, why does it have Shadow written on it in English?
That's how you write Shadow in Japanese, of course.
I'm just saying. Why wouldn't they put the whole thing in Japanese instead of? Because even the box has the name. Well, Sonic, I guess, is Sonic, but like, I don't know. I guess maybe they just use the English branding for everything since their names. I don't know.
Maybe. Oh wow, that was
a loud notification.
Holy cow! Let me go ahead and mute this phone because, wow. Yes. Okay. Sorry about that.
I guess wait for it to go up on eBay.
I guess so. Pay $100 for it. Legendary Yobi says, coolcatterri, tell him he's on his own. Ask him just go buy Sonic statues. You'll be fine. You can order that from Amazon Japan. Yeah, to a U.S. address, though?
You might be able to. I mean, I've ordered stuff from the European Amazon before and shipped it to me.
Yeah, and Doggy Dog says, it'll cost $20 or so to ship to the USA. Okay. Let's see. The Game Complainer says, I have the Sonic Mania Collector's Edition sealed in my basement and the keychain version of Sonic Colors. That's about it. I have the Sonic Mania Collector's Edition unboxed because I collect it for me, not for anybody else. I don't care about unsealed value. Which the Sega console with a battery, so I push the button all the time. And it goes, Sega. It's so cool. And I have a Sonic Green Hills poster as the background that I got from Lootbox Gaming, back when lootboxing was a thing. I have some action figures up there that I've bought. I have the Sonic Mania Nintendo Switch Collector's Edition that came with the digital art book and all that good stuff. So yeah, I have been really trying to get my Sonic Collector's Edition up. Yeah. Let's see. So both Doggy and Game Complainer say that they ordered the Genesis Mini 2 from Japanese Amazon store. Okay. Maybe. We'll see. So yeah, let's see. It's supposed to be, let's see. A gorgeous figure of Shadow, a shoe keychain for Sonic and Shadow, and an art book, which I do love the art books.
Yeah, it
so
does
these three items.
It does say in small print that's only available for PS5 and Nintendo Switch.
Yep. But that's Japan, and so I'm like, oh, what about the American version, right? And you go to Japan, and there's no Sonic Cross Shadow Generations. Let me see. Let me click on it directly from the Sega store. Yeah, there is no collector's edition available. I don't see a collector's edition available for this one, which kind of sucks. All right. Anyways, that's the announcement, guys. The announcement is Axel's disappointed and sad. I mean, it sucks that the animation's not going to be there, but again, I'm sure somebody will upload it to YouTube, so it's not that big a deal. But this is the big disappointment right here that I found out live on the air. There you go. Live. Oh my goodness. So sad. So sad about that, Terry. But enough of that sad news, Terry. Let's move on to some good news. The good news is Xbox controller is the best controller in the world. Woo! Valve says more players than ever are choosing to play Steam games with a controller, and nearly 60% of them, 6 out of 10 gamers recommend it on Team Xbox. Yeah, baby. Let's see. So, this was reported on, for some reason, Valve reported this. I have no idea why they reported this, but I'm just saying it's great for me that they reported this because, wow, I was telling Terry how difficult it was to find some news this week. Let's see. So more PC gamers, or at least those whose device of choice is tracked by Valve, are pushing their mouse and keyboard aside to either plop their controller on their desk or mat like a sensible people, reclining their gaming chair a few notches and push their armrest forward. Rest the controller in their lap, relax like their console playing fellows. Steam controller usage is up 15%. Valve reveals in a brief news report, and the controller landscape has changed. That figure, a daily average controller users across Steam users was just 5% as of 2018. And Valve says that is now around 42%, almost half of the 3 million PC gamers are using controllers now, Terry.
Makes sense, especially since they've been pushing more console exclusive games over to PC. You're going to get more people that might be converting to PC because they can just have best of both worlds.
That's right. Maybe they can get a physical version of Sonic Cross Generations, you know. Let's see. 42% of controller players go directly through Steam input, which seems surprisingly low to me, given how convenient it is compared to third-party tools. I agree. But another figure may explain some of this in the controller makeup itself. Valve notes that 59% of players are using Xbox controllers. Though it doesn't mention which generation, but it doesn't really matter. The old trusty 360 model is so timeless, cheap, and easy to use, at least on Windows, as it's very plug and play, that I'd wager represents a significant portion. You're wrong. You're wrong there. Okay, but Xbox Series X and S line also feels incredible in your hands. Our hardware team even considers the Xbox Wireless controllers one of the best. So yeah. So Xbox is at 59%. PlayStation is at 26%, and with Steam Deck, counted as a controller, is at 10%. So 10%. And the remaining is at 5%, which is other brands like, I don't know, Hyperkin or Razer. You know, that maybe they're using the Razer Wolverine.
Well, for most games, it's just regardless of which type of controller you're using for Xbox, they just kind of generalize all of them as an Xbox gamepad. So the numbers are probably just all of them. Like for example, I use a wired one that's made by Amazon, and so it just comes up as Xbox gamepad. So that's probably what they're doing.
I just use my controller because it Bluetooth syncs to my computer automatically. So I just use my Xbox Series controller. Before it was an Xbox One controller, but yeah, I use my Xbox Series controller. Sorry, I have it on a nifty little stand here, so I can just put it down and pick it up real easily. So yeah, I mean the Xbox 360 controller the Xbox controller is to me the way to go. asymmetrical thumbsticks is the most comfortable way to play, in my opinion. I love it. I love everything about it. It's the most comfortable ergonomic controller ever made. Don't mess with perfection, and Xbox hasn't. And you get all the features that the controller, but I mean, really, the controller is mostly an input device. I understand that some people are into, feedback loops and all that. I've played games with rumble off, and it felt weird, so I turned the rumble back on. But outside of the rumble, I don't need any of that haptic stuff or resistance triggers or any of that, right? So, and I think Xbox controller probably is best because, again, it just syncs to Windows so easily. It doesn't just work with Steam. It works with the Xbox app. It works with the Epic Store app. It just works with everything. Period. So to me, I'd give it that one. So yeah, I am all about this one. And it just goes to show you that I was correct when I said that asymmetrical thumbsticks is the way to go. Yes. Let's see. Let's check in with the chat. Happy Cloud Gamer says, I think I did love Google Stadia's controller more than Xbox, but I take Xbox controllers versus PlayStation. I see. Holy crap. Game Complainers had a live auction last night on whatnot.com, or the app. He made almost $3,000. Wow. Congratulations, bro. Congratulations. That's awesome. Let's see. The Series controller is the best current controller, bar none, hands down. Absolutely. And I love my Xbox controllers. Yes. I love the battery life on them. I love how quick they are. I love that you can plug them in if you want. I love all the options available on the Xbox controller. And, again, I just love that it syncs to your computer. Like, even the share button syncs. Did you know that, Terry? On Windows, like, even the share button syncs. You can push it once, capture a screenshot. Hold it down, capture what just happened on your PC. It works. Okay. It works. All right, so that was it for the announcements. Terry, are you happy that Xbox is number one?
Yes.
Absolutely. Hopefully that has given enough people time to come in. Oh, I thought that was the button. Sorry about that, everybody. But on to the real news. And that is the first announcement. The first real news of the day is Forza is being delisted. Forza Horizon 4, which is the Forza Horizon that got me back into racing games. So it holds a special spot in my racing heart. So, according to the first Forza team, they say, hello, Horizon community. We have a couple of updates regarding Forza Horizon 4, its availability, and the changes we're bringing to the festival playlist. Due to licensing and agreements with our partners, aka, Ferrari, Lamborghini, Ford, all those people, because they use real cars, not made-up cars. Forza Horizon 4 will be delisted from digital platforms, Microsoft Store, and Steam on December 15, 2024. This means the game and its additional content will no longer be available for purchase through online store. Before the delisting date, the festival playlist flow will change as follows. Starting July 25th, we will have the final series for the game in Series 77, which will include the last festival playlist that ends on August 22nd. Wow. That's 77 months of support, right? So that's pretty good. After Series 77 ends on August 22nd, oh, sorry, not just months, but sometimes weeks, like Christmas and stuff like that. After Series 77 ends on August 22nd, you will no longer be able to access the playlist screen except to see the festival playlist history. When booting the game, you'll be taken to the festival site screen rather than the festival playlist. Even though there won't be, so did you ever play the festival playlist, Terry?
I can't remember. I didn't really care for 4, but so I don't recall if I did or not.
I did, but I found it was very difficult sometimes for those. But yeah, let's see. Even though there won't be any more festival playlists after Series 77, you will still be able to see the Forza event screen, which will include a selection of daily and weekly challenges. Completing these challenges and Forzathon live events will earn you Forzathon points that you can exchange for backstage passes. And we will update backstage pass cars list with all the remaining cars that have previously been festival playlists exclusive after Series 77. So now you can buy any of those cars that were backstage pass exclusive for that week. Also, Series 77 will be the last chance to earn achievements tied to the festival playlist, including Cashing In, Perfectionist, Encore. That's it. It's worth mentioning that even though festival playlist is ending, you will still experience spring, autumn, winter, and summer in-game. So achievements related to seasons will still be unlockable. That's good. That's real good. I was actually worried about that one. So yeah, that's great. That's great. And starting June 25th, which was 5 days ago, Forza Horizon 4's DLC will get delisted from platforms. So you cannot buy it anymore. They announced it the day they delisted it, meaning that only Forza Horizon 4 Standard, Deluxe, and Ultimate versions will be available for purchase from this day until delisting happens. So if you wanted to buy some of those car packs, they're gone, I guess. If you wanted to buy the Lego expansion or the, what was it, something Island, Storm Island or something like that, it was called, it's gone. The only way to get it now is to get the Ultimate version. So upgrade yourself. Upgrade yourself. From this day forward, we will offer different discounts for Forza Horizon 4, like the one currently active on Steam. We will also have a sale in the Xbox Store on 7/14. Please keep an eye out on socials and different platforms to take advantage of future offers. So if you're looking to upgrade to Ultimate or Deluxe versions and get some of that DLC on Xbox, that's on right now. Or on July 14th on Steam, it is on right now. On December 15th, Forza Horizon 4 will be delisted from stores and Xbox Game Pass. This means the game and its additional content will no longer be available for purchase. Players who already own the game and its content will be able to download and play it as normal, including offline, online, and multiplayer. This is super important to me, the offline play. Features. Physical copies of the games purchased after this date will also work and be usable with online features. So, do you recommend people get this game before it goes off there, Terry?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I feel like if people were into this franchise, they would already have it, you know. But I mean, for some reason, I guess if you were sleeping on it and you like racing games, go ahead and grab it while you still have the opportunity.
By the by, on Steam, it is 80% off. You can get Ultimate Edition, $100 version, for $20. $20. And it ends July 11th. So yeah, I mean, wow. That's just a crazy for me.
I love the summer sale.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is one of the best racing games ever made. So the fact that this is 80% off, wow. Wow. All right, let's see. If you play Forza Horizon 4 through Xbox Game Pass and purchase DLC content for it, worry not by having an active, fully paid, not discounted Xbox Game Pass subscription. I didn't even know you could have a discounted subscription. On $6.25, maybe if you're an employee, you get a discounted subscription.
Probably.
Yeah. Xbox Game Pass subscription on $6.25. You will be eligible to receive a game token if you have purchased any extra content for Forza Horizon 4 through your Xbox Message Center. So this is if you weren't a Game Pass subscriber. Codes will start to be delivered in the following days. Please bear in mind this might take a while before you get your token. Unused tokens will expire 6/25/26, so 1 full year. If you haven't received your token by this date, please contact support. So there you go. I think they're doing all the right things here, leaving people with access to it. Game Pass subscribers, you get to keep your access to Forza Horizon 4 through the token system if you purchased any DLC by 6/25. It does not count, obviously, if you purchased afterwards because it's not even available anymore. So if you bought, the Lego expansion but not the Island expansion, you got the free copy of the base game still accessible, which is fantastic, right, Terry? Like, that's all right to me.
Sounds good.
But I think the danger in this is, are they setting a precedent? Like, I bought Forza Horizon 5 Deluxe through Game Pass. So I only paid Forza Horizon 5 Ultimate through Game Pass. So when the delisting time comes for Forza Horizon 5, am I also going to get a token? I hope so. I hope they don't change their stance on this, but that's a few years down the road. Anything can happen. But do you think that they'll keep this kind of business going forward? Because I mean, I am a fully paid, not discounted Xbox Game Pass Ultimate subscriber.
I think you're fine. I think you're fine. I don't think they're gonna come. Well, I mean, at least not yet. I feel like if they're gonna shut down to where like servers and stuff, they're not gonna. They're gonna start with all the ones beyond 4. Like, I don't even know. Are the servers still going for 3?
Everything is still on, as far as I know. You just can't buy it.
Yeah, so I feel like
unless you buy a physical version.
I feel like it's not a big deal. If you're interested in it, get it before it gets taken off the store, and you can still play it for as long as they keep the servers active.
Yeah.
And I haven't heard anything about them shutting down the older games, so they're definitely not going to shut this one down before they shut those down.
Right. Sorry, guys, I got to stretch. I apologize for that. Yeah.
But it makes sense. It makes sense because 5's been out a while already, so they're probably getting ready to drop 6. So let's kind of push 4 out of the way so that way they can start discounting 5 so they can promote 6.
Yeah, and 5 just got like the Universal Studios car pack. I don't know if you saw it, but it was awesome. It was like the Jurassic Park Jeep, the Back to the Future DeLorean, and the Knight Rider Camaro. Is that Knight Rider Camaro? No,
it's a Trans Am, and his name's Kit.
Yeah.
Goodness.
Sorry. That was back in the 80s. I didn't have a TV in the 80s, okay?
Oh, you're whatever, man.
I didn't. You have no idea how broke my family was. Electricity was a luxury. Much less TV. Let's see. So X-Man, I said Xbox sent me a free digital standard code for Forza Horizon 4. That's awesome. Shout out to Sir X-Man. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. Appreciate you. Shout out to Sour Blow. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. And Sour Blow had me on the Xbox International podcast. Have you seen the Xbox International podcast, Terry?
I have not, because it airs when I have to go to bed. So I have not.
Yeah, so I've always popped in for a while, like maybe 30 minutes or so, and pop out. I lurk a lot on some of these podcasts. And I noticed that they had like an airplane theme on theirs, but I never really paid attention as I never catch it at the beginning and never wait for the end. But it turns out that their whole theme is you're on a flight. And so the beginning of the show is the airplane loading the viewers and taking off, right? And then like in the middle of the show, they have like captain's announcements and stuff. That's so cool. And then at the end of the show, you arrive to your destination and you land. So like the whole show, it's like you're on an international flight. It's pretty cool. Shout out to them, and thank you so much for having me as a guest. I appreciate it. And you guys are doing a fantastic job. So shout out to Sour Blow, Crazy Louie, Cypher Gunther, and there was someone else. The other person, I forgot his name. Shout out to him. Thank you so much. Let's see. Dog says, I bought the digital version day one, so I won't be getting the code, but that's very cool of Xbox. Yes. Fastback also got his code. I got a message from Xbox for a free digital standard of Forza Horizon 4. That's awesome. The game complainer says, Forza Horizon 4 has awesome box cover art. It does. It really does. And the game complainer says, how dare they delist this game? I'm going to switch from Xbox to Atari now. To Atari? Really, man? Hold on, let me look. What's a racing game on Atari?
Pole position.
All right. Pole position, Atari 2600. There we go. Long play. So you're telling me that you're going to switch over to this from Forza Horizon 4? Listen to that baby purr. Jeez.
I legit hated this game with a passion. I hated it. I played it, but I hated it because I don't know. I just could not stay on the road. I kept crashing off on the side, on these turns. This game, and I was terrible at this game.
Yeah, no, So you're telling me you're gonna go from this? Hold on, I gotta mute this because it probably has copyright. From this to this. Get out of here with that. Ain't nobody leaving this behind. I mean, look at it. It's so pretty. It's so pretty, Terry. All right, let's see. Shout out to Game Completers. You know, I'm just messing with you.
That's okay. The new test drive is coming out real soon. I think they got the demo out right now. You can jump ship. Screw Forza. Test drive all the way.
Oh my gosh. See what you started, Game Completers? Oh my gosh. Let's see. Whoops. Let's see. Here we go. Searchman says, I have everything for the Forza Horizon 3 Hot Wheels and something mountain where the greatest didn't like Horizon 4 as much. Okay. I don't think that's how you spell the name of the mountain, but okay, Searchman. Let's see. Happy Cloud Gamer says, I did not care for Forza Horizon 4. Let's see what we get after the great Forza Horizon 5. Oh. We'll see. And shout out to Jesse Darby. Thank you so much for being here. Well, maybe the dollar deal, because dollar deal is back. I have no idea. Sablo, Axel, how could you fumble the Knight Rider? I just did, man. I'm sorry. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if you saw the Universal Card Pack for Forza Horizon 5, Terry. But check it out. They have the Back to the Future car.
Yes, DeLorean.
The DeLorean, yes. They got Knight Rider. See, they call it Knight Rider. They don't call it Kit.
Well, the car's called Kit. Knight Rider's a show.
Yes. And the Jurassic Park Jeeps. Official this time, not just some skin that some guy drew up on
the Wranglers, but what about the other one?
You get the Wrangler.
No Cherokees. Sorry, you guys. From the original movie.
Yeah. That's cool. So you get
I don't remember that car having white wall tires. Did it?
I mean, it didn't even have tires in Back to the Future 3, so I guess technically you could put whatever you want on it. I do remember the Knight Rider theme, though.
Oh, mister, I don't have a TV, but you know the theme song? Get out of here.
Yeah, do you have any idea how much it has been memed? Do you have any idea how much it has been memed? All right, so let's see. Yeah, I fumbled the Knight Rider. Sorry. Amish Paradise Axel. Yeah, no kidding. Let's see. Jesse Darby. Wow, I really offended people. The show was Knight Rider. And yes, Terry is right. The car was a Trans Am. She knows her car. She does. She has a cars channel. Absolutely. Oh, and his name is Plume Gaming. Thank you so much. That's right. Plume Gaming. Yes. Silent Cypher and Plume Gaming. Yes. He says he's going to go to Cruising World N64. Let's see. Shout out to you, Turtle Shadai. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. Oh, my goodness. And Test Drive 5 was, or 6 on Dreamcast was a great game. It was back in the day. The Game Complainer says, you just sold me on this Forza DLC pack, Axel. I'm almost sold on it. Man, I want to buy those cars. Yeah. Let's see. And shout out to Mr. Kima. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. He says, some of Forza Horizon 4 Vista graphics are represented in Fable. Yeah, I hope so. I mean, these graphics look great. I mean, look at this. Look at this graphics at 180 miles an hour. They look great. Let's see. Yeah, the Ecto 1 is missing for Forza. Yeah. We need a Herbie the Beetle DLC from Microsoft. Oh, that's right. Let's see. The original Road and Track presents the Need for Speed for 3DO was an awesome old racing game. It was the first one to really do 3D racing really well. I'm not going to lie. Cruising Blast on Switch is really good too. Never heard of it. The white wall tires will put the DeLorean the white wall tires will put on the DeLorean so Marty could go back to the past and Back to the Future 3.
I feel like he would have put them on in the past to go, you know what I mean? Like, why would he put them on to go to the past?
The car before he went to the past. Okay, I got it.
Okay. Okay.
Makes sense.
Okay.
Makes sense. Okay.
It's been a long time since I watched those movies. Forgive me.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? That movie is not as old as freaking Knight Rider is. And you guys got all over me for forgetting about Knight Rider.
Look,
and shout out to Cody Grossman. Thank you so much for being here.
Who cares about the tires?
Says, hi, guys. What's going on? Thank you so much for being here. Terry, I think Xbox is doing great. First off, 80% off. What a steal. What a steal. If this goes 80% off on Xbox, I might buy the DLC pack, but I already own a physical version of Forza Horizon 4. I did buy it physically back in the day, right?
You can't get the DLC pack, though. They said they delisted it on the 25th.
No, but I can. I wonder if they'll let me upgrade to the deluxe at a discount. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, if they delisted the DLC, I feel like even if you get the deluxe, you're not going to get anything. I feel like it's, you know what I mean? If it's delisted, it's
why are you
delisted.
Breaking my heart like this?
I'm saying you snooze, you lose, and you lose.
I snoozed.
You lose.
All right, hold on. Let me find here. I did post.
Unless they have a disclaimer that you can still acquire it through the deluxe version and it still works.
I think the deluxe versions of these games are the physical deluxe. They have codes in them. Yeah, here we go. So I did buy my physical version of Forza Horizon 4. Here it is, the day I bought it. This was bought 299 weeks ago. Wow. Wow. October 8th, 2018. Bought this launch day. So, yeah. I did have it. I did have it back in the day. So, yeah. And, of course, this was one of my favorite races, of course. The Halo race. It was cool. I mean, racing on a Halo ring. Who doesn't want to do that? Who doesn't? Who doesn't, Terry? All right, let's see. And shout out to Noof Nukem. He jumps in the chat. Where is he? Where's his first? There he is. Boom, boom, kaboom. Noof Nukem is in the row. Shout out to Noof. Hey, Noof, thank you so much for joining us. You're the real MVP, man. How you been? Let's see. Cruising Blast is a sequel to Cruising World X. So I thought you were a Nintendo guy too. Is that a Nintendo first party game?
He's a poser.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
No.
He's just out of the loop because now he's more Xbox than Nintendo.
Boom, Noof. What happened to the Oilers? I was rooting for them. Oh, did they lose? Was that the third Canadian team to lose in a row, Noof?
Oh.
Oh, man. Oh, no. Oh, my gosh. Oh, no. Let's see. I had the DLC in the King Crown. King Crown. For Forza Horizon 4, I already didn't have the standard because I was playing it in Game Pass. Oh, okay. Let's see. So, yeah. There you go. So, Forza Horizon 4, guys. That's the news on it. let's move the show right along. So again, it gets delisted on July 14th. No. Sorry, that's when the store happens on the Xbox store. On the Xbox store, which is when I'm going to be looking at it to get that DLC stuff. August 22nd. That is it, guys. That is it. That is the day, the last day the Forza-thon events will, or sorry, the what do they call it? The playlist end, and it will be officially delisted December 15th, 2024. So there you go. Make sure to get it before it goes out of style again. Let me go back to my stuff. I just got sent a really funny screenshot. I'm going to post it. Guys, it's breaking news. We got Eternal Elsa.
My gosh.
We got Eternal Elsa. 29. Woo! Look at this Shaddai.
Oh wow! This is because he bet against Team Ubi, right?
Yeah, this is because he said that Ubisoft was gonna show Beyond Good and Evil, and there was a bet that they weren't, and he lost the bet, and he had to wear the dress. He had to dress up as Elsa.
Oh, goodness.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. This is. Oh, my God.
Deep breath, man.
I just can't get over it. You remember how Shaddai made fun of your voice, Terry?
Yeah. What did he do an impression?
I'm saying, do you want to make a Shaddai voice right here? Well, why don't you tell the chat what Eternal Elsa is thinking here?
What he's thinking?
What he's saying? What he was saying about Ubisoft
have no
not
clue.
showing Beyond Good and Evil.
I have no clue. I'm not good at impressions. I don't know what. Hold on. Put me on the spot.
Think about it. Oh my God. Oh my God. Let that go. You sure did let it go. Yo, Eternal Shaddai. Oh my God. Yo, Shaddai, you transitioning? Game complainers, LMFAO. Sour you will be punished for that. No, wait. Oh my goodness. Eternal Elsa. Oh my gosh. Please don't blast me with that snow. Oh my God. He's a genie in a bottle, baby. What is it? Halloween already? Oh my God. Oh, I'm crying. I'm laughing so much. This is hilarious. Oh my gosh. We need to make bets on this show, should I? You need to dress up more. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, I'm crying over here. Oh. You got any lines yet?
Oh man.
No? All right. You can't do your best shit yet. It's all right. It's all right. It went from hot to cold in Chicago. What's wrong with this weather? Oh my gosh. Okay, so sorry, Shaddai. I couldn't resist. Shout out to Cyberblow. Thank you so much for sharing that. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. Woo. Breathe. Okay. Oh. Speaking of Shaddai, look who we got in. Shout out to Eternal Elsa in the chat.
Wait. Sour, you're gonna get it. Sour, you're gonna freaking get it. Yo, I was like tired. I saw that. I'm like, no. It can't be like this. It cannot be like this. he's gonna get it. Other than that, good morning, everybody. How are you?
Should
So
I? Talk to us about what you were doing here.
You know what? I have nothing to say other than he is gonna get it sooner or later. That will be sour. That's fine. That's fine. But I'll explain. What happened was, yes, Terry, you are correct. I bet against Ubi, but it's very typical of them that we always want a game to pop and they never deliver. The same thing
Never
with
deliver. Okay.
yeah. Where is Splinter Cell? You know what I mean? So we asking for that, they never give it to us. So my bet was Beyond Good and Evil 2.
They just give you hundreds of other games.
No,
But they never deliver
forget. Then those are new games. We want the ones that are very popular. You know that the Splinter Cells.
Yeah, you know what?
And
You know what's bad about that is now instead of them focusing on new IPs, they're going back and remastering the old Assassin's Creeds. Come on, I don't want the old Assassin's Creeds remastered. Move on. Move on.
Well, for some reason the series is taking, is so long, so might as well just go back with it. They're asking for something popular. So where is Splinter Cell? Where is Beyond Good and Evil? And that's what happened. So Elvio, which he's gonna get it too. Well, actually, no, I got a lot of memes for it anyway. That's not the only one. What happened was that I said they will show Beyond Good and Evil 2. He said no. So I'm like, they have to, because it has been how long? Like 7 years without showing it. So I thought, this is the time. So the other panelist, his name is Metal Berserker, came with an idea saying, let's make a bet. Whoever loses about, not showing Beyond Good and Evil have to dress up as Elsa. I swear I never agreed to it. The only thing that I said was, okay. So I guess they took it for like an agreement for it. So what happened was they didn't show. Elvio and Metal Berserker were mad, and I mean really upset. Like Noof Nukem upset after the Oilers lost that high. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go with the flow, let them upset, but little by little I start buying the clothes. And I'm like, man, I'm gonna look stupid on this thing, but heck with it. A bet, it's a bet. So I made them wait for 2 weeks and a half, and they were still talking junk. So yeah, on Friday, I gave them, actually for the past 2 weeks, I gave them clues. Do you know the carrot from Cuphead?
Yeah. So
I use that as a clue. I set like a background like this one that I have. I use that one. I use a moose, and I wanted it to use this background. But one of the topic was the Beyond Good and Evil 20th anniversary. So he kind of gave me a clue there. So I had no other choice. So I'm like, you know what? I wanted it to wait for next week. I'm going to do it this week. Heck with it. And I told him I have a camera problems, and he felt for it until I put the Let It Go song. He thought I was playing Kingdom Hearts 3, which I wasn't, because, they have the world for Frozen. He didn't put that one. He put, what is it called? Colosseum, whatever it is from Hercules. And surely enough, I popped the camera, and he never expected me to be dressed up like this.
Oh, you're
a man of your word. You're a man of your word. I'm like, for 2 weeks, even in the WhatsApp, we have a WhatsApp community. He said, I'm not a man of my word, that I'm not going, and he doesn't want to do any plans with me. So he saw me doing this. I will never wear that again, but I will give you something kind of creepy. Not for nothing, but that dress kind of fit on me, on my body. I'm like, what the heck? I'm like, which it was scary. I'm like, but it was uncomfortable. I'm like, why does it feel like it's fit? I'm like, no, and took that off. So
sorry, should I? The chat is escaping me. I gotta catch up. Okay, hold on.
you cost me that thing. I blame Ubisoft for that thing.
Walt Disney's rolling over in his grave, says Doggy Dog.
Agreed. And Ubisoft too.
Sour Blow is laughing his butt off. Legendary Yobi says, seriously, what is that thing on the screen?
Here, what? On my screen?
Right here. This. My wife is cracking up. Shout out to my beautiful wife. She's the MVP of my life.
I put Tundra in whatever show. That's what happened.
He looks like he's getting sucked into a vortex.
Yo, I don't care. As long as it didn't show that much, that's fine.
Shout out to Elvio. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. You tuned in at quite the time, my friend. He says,
Elvio, you're going to get it too. You're going to get it too.
Shout out to Happy Cloud Gamer. He says, let the picture be in the rest of the stream.
You know what? I'll give you one.
My wife says, to make Mr. Shaddai show up on the show, we have to tease him.
I was tired. I was actually tired last night, but this actually kind of like, nope.
Let's see. Shaddai, Sir X-Men says, Shaddai, you're such a beautiful lady. I would have took you to prom.
Oh
my goodness.
That will cost you.
Noof Nukem says, Elsa Shaddai should invest in some implants. Oh my God. Fastback, let's go, Eternal Elsa.
Yep.
Here we go. Here it is, official. I like this one the most. So it's not Eternal Shaddai anymore. It's Eternal Shaddai.
Wow.
Let's go ahead and save that right there.
Wow.
Let's see. Oh my gosh, the chat is killing me. Shout out to Michael Mitchell. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. Says Minecraft. Let's see. Let it go. Let it go.
Let it go. They will get it.
Luis Veer, what is wrong? What is wrong fashion, Mr. Shaddai? She says she die. I love it.
They will get it. I can't believe he actually showed on this show.
No black color undershirt. Supposed to be nude, Mr. Shaddai. Yeah. No. We're supposed to be able to see you be able to cut diamonds, but no, you had to cover it up. Let's see.
It looks like I'm wearing a bra. That's sad.
Let's see. I was actually a good sport about it and only sent this pic. Imagine the other ones. Oh my goodness.
Yo, Sour. You know what? I'm gonna charge you for all these memes and all this. I'm gonna charge you.
Oh my goodness. If you're cracking me up, buddy, but I can't put any of those things on
here.
Let's see.
No, it's nothing
says
wrong.
The Shaddai didn't read the fine print. Oh. Cyberbelow says, no. Don't come up with this. They were plenty of weeks before the showcase, and you agreed to it way before.
I never
didn't agree.
I'm still gonna say it again. When did I agree to that? But I had to keep my promise anyways.
Eternal Shaddai versus Goldust at WrestleMania 41. Book it, Picard.
You are gonna get it.
Man to man, Eternal Shaddai, you make that dress look good. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
I can't believe it.
Shaddai looks more like a woman than most of the women at Walmart. Wow. Let's see. And Noof says, "Yo, Axel, when you having me back on the podcast? Reach out to me, Noof. We'll talk. Let's see. And I think that's it. By the way, I really like your new name there, Eternal Shaddai.
That is sad. You know what? I actually do. You know what? Just for the hell of it, but no, go right ahead. But just for the hell of it, I'm gonna do something just to make people laugh. Actually, that's one of my specialty anyway, just to make people laugh. That's all.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
I give you one from the chat, which let me see. It should be here. There you go. Right there.
Oh yeah, that one. I remember that one.
Yeah.
Back in the day, yeah. No, sorry, that's from the stream. Yeah.
Yeah, that's from the stream.
Yeah.
This piece of crap doesn't want to steady. But anyways, yeah, that's one of the I downloaded from the XBI podcast WhatsApp community. And now this is one of those things that they're trying to outline everything and use it for memes.
As they should. As they should.
I don't care if you got receipts. Those days are pretty much expired. That's sour.
I see. Hold on a second, guys. I seem to be messing up here. I apologize. I'm sorry. That took me out.
I wasn't expecting that from Sour, but I get him. I will get him.
Will you? Because I don't know how you could get someone back for that. That's for life right there, buddy.
Hey, the only thing that I can say is time is my friend. Sooner or later, that will, something will happen, and then that will pretty much erase. It's all about timing.
It is. Okay, so moving on to the show. By the way, Shadai, thank you so much for joining us, buddy. Appreciate you.
No problem.
All right, let's see.
For that.
And yes, you are a great person, Mr. Shadai. Not get offended easily. Great character. Absolutely agreed.
Before anything, you don't have to call me Mr. Shadai. I know you're trying to be very nice. You could call me like you call Axel, Alex. So you could call. Oh, jeez. You put. Really, Axel? Really? I just noticed that you changed my name.
You just noticed that?
Yeah.
It's been like that for a while.
No, just now because I was looking at my WhatsApp, so I could download the rest of the photos. But you cut me off guard. You cut me off guard.
By the way, shout out to Sour Blue. You are the real MVP. That was hilarious.
I'll leave it there just for the heck of it.
Yeah. And Doggy Dog says, I dressed up as Princess Zelda, so I can't judge. You did.
Oh, did he?
And I dressed up as Doggy, so I had the long blonde hair as well.
Wait, isn't that I know there was a section.
It was a Halloween episode.
It was like you have to switch what it is. Yeah, I saw that.
All right, moving on with the show. Here we go. So, I don't know how legit this is, so rumor, take it all with a grain of salt. Jor Raptor, I don't know how legitimate this guy is, but there's a Wonder Woman game details from a survey. He says that the Nemesis system is back with iconic DC characters and procedurally generated allies and enemies remembers your choices and actions, as it should be. The Nemesis system is amazing. Fly across the open world of Themyscira. Take on the Sorcerer's Circle, who has invaded Diana's homeland with an army of Cyclopses, Gorgons, and other monsters. Fast-paced, free-flow combat, hopefully it is. Wield powerful weapons gifted by the gods, including the Lasso of Truth. Tons of combat variety, tiara throws, bracer force slams, and bullet deflections. Flying attacks, spirit thrusts, and for archery abilities. Includes an original Wonder Woman story where Diana has to repair her relationship with her mother and fellow Amazons. Female villains take center stage. Cheetah and Medusa should be in the game. Possible locations include Space Age City and Smokefield Battlefield. Current gen only. So this is coming from WB Games. And again, I don't know how legit this Jor Raptor is. If anybody else has anything else to say about this, that'd be greatly appreciated. But yeah. Let's go to Shadai first. Shadai, Wonder Woman game by WB with the Nemesis system. Could this be more like Shadow of Mordor? Shadow of War.
Yeah, actually it is, because the Nemesis system is really, really good on that game, and I'm a really huge fan of Shadow of Mordor and whatever the other one forgot. Shadow of War. Shadow of Mordor and Shadow of War. So for me to know this, and it's WB, it will be very interesting on how are they going to create this game with it. Is it going to be somewhat similar to the Lost of the Shadow of Mordor? Is it gonna be like a little bit more like a Spider-Man? So I really don't know, but I really do love that system because it creates challenges along the way. When you cannot beat a boss or any sort of enemy, it becomes stronger. But at the same time, I don't want to be somewhat a copy paste of Shadow of Mordor,
I'd
because
be
then
totally happy if it was.
it's okay, it's okay, but there are times like this is more like a reskin, and you don't want to feel that way.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, and you don't want to feel that way. But I'm looking forward to it. The only best games that when it comes to superheroes is Batman. Are they really going to? And remember, it's Rocksteady, and also we don't know who's gonna make it. We only know that it's WB because they're the one who created that. But is it gonna be Rocksteady? I think I don't know if who was I can't remember. I think do they own Monolith? I'm not really sure if they.
WB, do they own Monolith? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, no. Do they own Monolith? I know they do own Rocksteady, but I know that
I'm unsure on that one.
Well, anyways, but other than that, let's see how it goes. Nowadays, we do have a lot of superhero games coming out. We do have Blade. We already have Spider-Man. We already have. I think they. Oh, the Avenger game that we saw. I think at GDC. That's another one coming. That it looked really, really awesome with a Black Panther. A Black Panther game from EA. Let's see how it goes. But I really do love that system. So Terry, what do you think?
Yeah, does this sound like a game that you'd want to play, Terry? You're gonna Wonder Woman it up? Are we gonna make Shaddai dress up as Wonder Woman one day?
I will not make that bet.
That I don't know. So, I think it'd be an interesting concept. But I don't know. I feel like this. I don't know. It's just Wonder Woman is such an OP character. It's for them to make it feel like she's strong and not, and it's still enjoyable. But, they have to have a good balance about it, because otherwise this could very easily run into a situation like they did with the Hulk, where the Hulk just didn't feel like the Hulk. So, because you got to take damage and you got to die and all this kind of stuff. So how do you take a character that's OP, who is technically stronger than Superman, and make it feel like the true to the character, but it's a video game, which means she's going to take damage and she's going to die. So it's difficult to do stuff with these OP characters. So I don't know. Well, if this is true and they are making this game, we're gonna have to see how they do it. But I like the idea that it's gonna be in Themyscira. I like the idea that they have Circe there. But I don't know. Well, it's I don't know. For all we know, that none of this is happening. So I don't really want to speculate on anything because we haven't got any official news.
Yeah. I think this would be great. Especially if they use Gal Gadot for the image, for the motion capture and the image of Wonder Woman, that'd be fantastic. I'm a huge Gal Gadot Wonder Woman fan, and I'm so mad that she got released from that role. But yeah, I mean, she could partner up with a bunch of some of these Nemesis allies. They're supposed to be your allies, but there could be other Amazonians, just random Amazonians that you run into to set up as your army. And the bad guys are obviously just bad guys. The best part about the Nemesis system is that there's like 1,000 lines that they say and never repeat. It's amazing. But some of the allies, some of the more important allies that Wonder Woman has that are Themyscirians, they have like Mala. She was there. Philippus, she's popular, right? Some of the girls that played Wonder Girl, like Yara. Yara was one of them. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Yara was one of them. I know that in the movies they show, or in the DC animated films, they show the Amazonian Artemis a lot. So she's on there. Artemis is on there a lot. So maybe Queen Hippolyta is going to be on there. It says, oh, she's going to repair her relationship with her mother, so that could be Queen Hippolyta, right? And if they want to add some love interest into a game, they could put Steve Trevor in there.
They wouldn't be able to do that, seeing as how if the whole game takes place in Themyscira, men aren't allowed there, so they wouldn't be able to do that.
First off,
unless
Crash landed there. Okay.
Yeah. Yes, but they always get kicked off, or the whole point of if a guy shows up, they're supposed to be killed. So they wouldn't be able to do that unless they only focus on scenes when she's off of Themyscira.
Yeah. So, but like I said, there's lots of characters from just Themyscira they could put on there, and of course they could add a bunch of randoms, right? But I think one of the main ones is going to have to be Artemis, as for while oh god, what was her name? I totally mentioned her. She was popular during the Third Age. Mala, seen as Mala has not really been focused on now. I really think they're going to focus on Artemis a lot. That's just my thought. Let us know what you think. So yeah, I think this game is going to be great. I'm personally looking forward to another game that uses the Nemesis engine. As Shadow War and Shadow of Mordor are so unique because of that. It's crazy. And they gave you powers in those games, so it's not like they don't know how to do powers, and they also, they did combat with a back hook, with the back grappling hook in the Batman game. So it's not like they don't know how to use the lasso. But of course, this is way more powerful than a hook, than the bat hook. But I'm just saying, the fact that you get to wield all these powers and maybe learn them along the way, that'd be awesome. Maybe it's going to be young Wonder Woman, and she discovers and gets gifted these along as the game progresses.
Will we see the invisible plane?
No. No, I don't know why she has an invisible plane, to be honest with you. Like to this day, I've never been able to figure that out. She can fly. She can fly without
her magical horse.
Whatever. It could, from superhero to Ace Combat. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, that could happen. Yeah.
Yeah. So instead of bullets, it's gonna be her lasso.
As long as they don't have her flying through rings, we're good.
Oh man, we'll see. Yeah, like Superman. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe she doesn't fly. Maybe she does like really big jumps. She leaps over.
Like all games, and like not all, but like most games that involve flying, they always have you go through rings. I mean, even Spyro had you go through stupid rings. like what? Stop it with the rings. All right.
Superman 64 begs to differ.
All right. Snoopy, fly through rings.
Hey, Snoopy's my favorite character.
Yeah. Let me see here. I lost my messages. Here we go. All right. So yeah. Hopefully you guys are all looking forward to the Wonder Woman game like we are. So hopefully that's in there. But it is time now to change things up a little bit. It's time for Terry's Indie Spotlight.
All right, everybody, welcome back to my Indie Spotlight, and today I'm going to be showing you guys a action-adventure dungeon crawler game. So let's go ahead and check out the trailer, and then we'll talk more.
music. Woo! Game Pass, baby.
Very
All right,
interesting.
codes. All right, so Undermine, action adventure, roguelike, dungeon crawler. It has some RPG, like similar like progression elements in there as well. This is going to be a great game for those of you that like games like The Binding of Isaac, or if you like some of the. It also kind of ties in some of the elements from classic Legend of Zelda. So like the combat, the way that the dungeon crawling works is very similar to the classic Zelda games as well as The Binding of Isaac. So if you like that kind of concept of those two kind of meshing together, you should have yourself a pretty good fun time. You know, you fight, you upgrade. You're going to rescue different characters, and then you can, that are going to help you out boss fights. You also can decipher cryptic messages, so you can learn more about the mystery that is hidden within the heart of the dungeon. And this game is normally $20 on consoles, as well as on PC. Right now, Steam has their summer sale, so if you want to get it on PC, you can get it for $10. It's also on Game Pass. I don't know if it still is on Game Pass. I think it is. But Game Pass as well. Otherwise, if you missed out on Game Pass, if it's not there no more, then it is $20 on Xbox. So, like I said, $10 on Steam right now.
Awesome. Another great game spotlighted by Terry. Wow. I'm gonna have to bookmark that one. That one, the music on it just looked awesome. Sounded awesome. That's what would get me. Shout out to RWKD. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. Appreciate you. By the way, guys, hit that like and subscribe button, guys. Every thumbs up you give the show helps us get discovered, especially in the live section of YouTube where we compete. So we would really appreciate any thumbs ups you guys give us. Let's see. Next topic. So this comes from to us. Why can't I turn on reader mode anymore? Is there something going on? No. Used to be able to turn on reader mode, and now it's not. There we go. Okay, so guys, I don't know if you remember this, but Jez Corden of Windows Central was always talking about Keystone, a cloud streaming, a console only made for cloud streaming, with an entry price of maybe $100 or something like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it got canceled. But before it got canceled, after it got canceled, a bunch of images got leaked. So this is what it would have looked like, which is a good-looking device. But let's read the parts. A newly discovered patent has given us a closer look at the canceled Xbox Keystone streaming console. The device was designed to sit under a TV and stream games via Xbox Game Pass. Keystone was canceled after Microsoft was unable to price it reasonably. Whatever that reasonable price was, everybody. Supposed to be. Let's see. So back in 2021, that it was working on a dedicated streaming device for Game Pass. That device was later revealed to be codenamed Keystone, which took the form of a streaming box that would sit under your TV, cost a fraction of the price of the normal Xbox, and enable the ability to play Xbox games via the cloud. Since they scrapped it, Phil Spencer is on record saying the device should have costed around $99 to $130, but the company was unable to achieve this. So the closest we ever got was in a photo posted by Phil Spencer, which just so happened to include a front view of the Xbox Keystone device on a shelf. That's as much as we've ever seen up until the console, up until now. So the photo he's talking about, of course, is, how do I make this big? Here we go. Is this photo right here, and the Keystone is right there. So that is the Xbox. That is a controller, and here's the console. Wow, super tiny, right? So the device was very tiny. But here is the patented view of the device with the Bluetooth sync button on the right, on the sides with the Xbox, right? So this is a pad discovered by Windows Central. It has the nice rubber piece on the bottom, all the ports in the back, the Ethernet port, your HDMI out, and I don't know what this is.
That's for the power cord.
Yeah, the power cord. Okay, good. Yeah. Yes. Let's see. HDMI, Ethernet, and power. Yeah, you're right. And so, yeah, the Keystone was supposed to be $130, but we'll see how that. We don't know how that ended up. So we are never going to get the Keystone, guys. Unlike Phil Spencer, who has it on his shelf, it will never be on our shelf. Shaddai, are you sad you're never going to get the Keystone on your shelf?
I'll be honest, I'm not too much of a fan when it comes to digital stuff. But well, it is a good product. Another extra product for Xbox, more options. For the pricing, I don't know, because how much is the well, actually, that's more of a program, that NVIDIA GeForce, because I know they do have the NVIDIA Shield, but that's kind of old. But
the GeForce Now?
Yeah.
Well, GeForce Now is the service, right?
Yeah, but don't they have a product that lets you use that program?
Yeah, I thought it was called the NVIDIA Shield or something.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm like, that's why I wasn't sure if that NVIDIA Shield would still continue making it or discontinue. That's why I wasn't sure about.
No, the Shield is still here.
Okay. So for me, you just another option, if that's fine. But at the same time, remember that, is that the reason why they have that Series X digital that they just announced? Did it replace the Keystone?
I don't think so. Because this was supposed to be streaming only, very much like NVIDIA does. They had the Shield TV and the Shield TV Pro. So yeah, I mean, NVIDIA has a lot of the Shield handhelds, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, no, I don't. I think that's it, right?
But that's what I'm saying, because I'm like, it is already included on that digital Series X, the white one.
Yes, for $299.
Right. So it's like probably they wanted it to go. I don't care if it's because of the pricing, but I think it's because they're trying to go a little bit more powerful. Remember, they don't want to be outperform due to power. They said that at the beginning, so I'm not really sure if that's the reason why they went like that. But hey, it could have been another option. Nothing wrong with it. But it is sad to pretty much hear that it has been discontinued.
It is sad. It is sad that we never get it.
Well, you do have the phone. You got the xCloud for you, so you should be fine.
Yeah, but I don't get to add another box to my TV. Terry, you said you're never going to add another box to your TV.
I am not. So, I'm fine. Because we've talked about, when it comes to cloud gaming, it just makes more sense for them to expand via an app than to have more hardware. So I feel like this was a concept they were working with, and then they found that they wouldn't be able to make enough profit off of it, with, you know what I mean? Because they have to price it out to where it's profitable for them. But at the same time, they want to keep it low because they don't want it to be getting into the same price range as the actual consoles, So
yeah,
that's where it gets tough. And when it comes to the biggest issue, anything that's going to hit for cloud gaming isn't power. It's going to be connectivity. The internet is what will make or break cloud gaming. So, it's just, I don't know. I have no opinion really for this device. It's not something that I would have purchased. But
yeah,
they're onto something better. So that's good.
Yeah, I think they made the right choice here. So, but first off, before I get started, shout out to Dreadpool. Thank you so much for being here. You're on the real MVP. He says that'd be the Roku type box I talked about. Yeah, and Game Complainer says, so that looks like an Apple TV from 2011. Wow. Yeah, absolutely. Fastback says, is Keystone worth making when you can just add Xbox apps on TVs? Yeah, absolutely. Let's see. Sharksman brings up a good point. You can stream Game Pass games on an Xbox One, and that's probably worth only $100 now on the used market. Just saying, he's not lying. I don't see any lies. Let's see. DE says, shout out to DE. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. Did I miss any Xbox xCloud streaming game polls? No, coming up. You haven't missed anything. And DE also says, bandwidth, right? Until Comcast is guaranteeing me hookups to Xbox under some latency mark or deal. Yeah. And Fastback thinks it's cheaper to make controllers for deals with Xbox app where you want to play Xbox. It is Bluetooth connected, so all it needs is really a Bluetooth connectivity. So yeah. But I probably would have never bought this, and I use xCloud. You guys know I use xCloud, Terry. I use xCloud for the portability option because at my house, I like the actual console on my really nice TV. But I do cloud game a lot, even on my console, even on my PC, because sometimes I want to try a game before I spend 4 hours downloading it, right? And so I've come to find out that I really enjoy the benefit of xCloud, but I still only use it when it's as a companion to my primary way of gaming. So I'll use it on my phone when I'm going to bed, or on my phone when I'm at my mom's house or something like that. But I won't use it as my primary way of gaming. But again, I am an older gamer. Younger gamers could be 100% different than we are. So maybe this was targeted more towards young gamers, and this would have been a really cheap way to get your gaming on for your kids. It's like, oh, Dad, buy me an Xbox. Here's $100 Xbox. Yeah. So yeah, that could have been something. I want an Xbox for Christmas. Here you go, $100, son. $100. Now you get to be like Phil Spencer. Look at that. So yeah, that could have been something that they could have done. But the main reason I feel that this was canceled is because I pushed the wrong button. That's not the reason it was canceled. I'm just saying I did push the wrong button.
The signal is not stable.
Sorry. Is because Xbox Gaming coming to Amazon Fire TV. Play more games. No console needed.
Heck yeah.
I believe this is why it's canceled, because, hey, why should we put out an Xbox Roku-like TV app when we could just Bluetooth it onto one that already exists, a.k.a. Fire TV. I love this graphic right
here.
Look at this graphic.
That stick fits in your pocket, and it's $50. So
$50. $50 make you Game Pass.
How many buffering are we gonna deal with?
Don't worry about that. Anyway, I'm messing with you. Should I?
I know.
All right. Yeah. Oh, you lied to me. All right. So at Xbox, we are committed to bringing the joy and community of gaming to everyone. Today, we're announcing a collaboration with Amazon, where Xbox Game Pass Ultimate members in over 25 countries can play games directly from the Xbox app on select Fire TV devices via cloud gaming, giving people even more choice in how they play their favorite games. In July, the Xbox app, so not yet, in July, the Xbox app will be available on the Fire Stick 4K Max 2023 version and above for $60, and the Fire Stick 4K 2023 version and above for $50. For people new to console gaming, or for those looking for another way to play, it's a great, low-cost, convenient, and portable option to play a huge library of incredible games. So all you need is a Fire Stick, a Bluetooth-enabled wireless controller, and Game Pass Ultimate membership to gain instant access to hundreds of phenomenal games, including Hellblade 2, which is phenomenal, Starfield, phenomenal, Forza Horizon 5, phenomenal, plus some Bethesda games and stuff like that. And you can also watch, while you're at it, you can also watch, that amazing Fallout series on your Fire Stick and be like, man, I want to play Fallout. And bam, you got access to it, baby. So, yeah. So, of course, all this advertising stuff. But, yeah. So, Amazon Fire TV. So, Amazon has the Fallout TV show. They have another Xbox title, I believe, that they're going to be putting out. I don't remember what it's called. Don't they have another title?
I mean, it's not an Xbox title, but I know they're working on Tomb Raider.
Yeah, they're working on Tomb Raider, which might come to Xbox Game Pass now that they're working together. But yeah, Amazon and Xbox working together.
Which name are you talking about?
I really like this graphic. I don't know who did it, but you guys did amazing.
Which name were you looking for?
Isn't there another Xbox game being worked on by Amazon Games?
You're talking about that New World?
No. It's a game. It's an Xbox property.
Oh, okay.
But anyways. But yeah, and of course, those are just it. So instead of a Keystone, you get a Fire Stick. Terry, get that Fire Stick going. Get the fire.
See, I love this. So like I've been dragging my feet on cloud gaming because they haven't had it available on anything that I was going to use. I don't mobile game. I'm not going to buy like a handheld. And buying hardware to cloud game doesn't make sense to me. So I already have a Fire Stick. So this is great. So like for my setup, right, all my gaming is in this room off my PC. I have my Xbox plugged right into my PC. Now, if I'm in like my bedroom or any place else, I use the Fire Stick on the TV. So now I have the ability that if I'm, having a lazier day and I don't feel like coming in here and sitting at a desk to do my gaming, now I can play games off my TV and while I sit in bed, if I want to just play like something very, very calm. I like a lot of simulators, so I can literally sit there and just play some of my simulators right before bed. So that's actually exciting for me because the only console I have in my bedroom is my Switch. So having access to Xbox games in my bedroom is great for me because I wasn't going to invest in a handheld or do mobile gaming. So to have cloud gaming finally available because I don't have a 4K TV, so like a smart TV with apps or anything like that either. So it wasn't an option to just do it through the TV. So finally it's caught up to being available on something that I already have and use every day, which is my Fire Stick. So I'm excited. I will need to upgrade. I have an old version Fire Stick, and I've been meaning to update it anyway to one of the 4K ones because it has more options.
Yeah. Now that
Xbox is going to be on it, they're just giving me more incentive now to finally upgrade to the newer version of the Fire Stick. Because my Fire Stick is old. it's like you see how that one looks. Mine's one of the that's really big.
So it's called Fire. So now it's called Fire Ash.
Fire Stick.
I have one of the first or second generations of Fire Stick. So yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready to upgrade, and now they finally gave me more incentive. So I'm all for this. This is finally going to get me into cloud gaming.
So it's called.
I'm ready.
So I'm ready. Fire Ash. It's called Fire Ash. It's so old.
That's right. She will no longer be known as coolcatterri anymore, guys. She'll now be xCloud Terry from here on out. Ka-chow.
They finally got me on board.
xCloud Terry has been born here live. Check it out. Check out her name. xCloud Terry.
xCloud Terry. I like it.
Shaddai. No Keystone, so you don't get a console, but you get a Fire Stick in your TV. and access all these games if you are a Game Pass Ultimate subscriber.
Okay.
Do you think this is gonna bring more people in? Now remember, Fire Stick already has 2 million users?
Yeah.
So now potentially 2 million. Let's just pretend half of those are on current Fire Sticks that can support xCloud. Xbox just reached potentially another 1 million users. Do you think this is better than them releasing another Xbox, waiting for people to want to buy it, waiting for them to buy into the ecosystem, all that stuff, and then counting them as active users, or take the already existing user base that Fire Stick has.
Okay.
I mean, I feel like it's the best of both worlds.
Yeah, I feel like this is the best of both worlds. I don't see a single negative on
a
this.
lot of people have a Fire Stick, so like me, so I'm already a ultimate, Game Pass subscriber, so I already can just jump in, once I upgrade my Fire Stick. I can just jump in. I'm ready to go. So, and then this gives opportunity to people that maybe they can't invest in having multiple gaming platforms, but they might already have a Fire Stick. So now, if they've been on the fence, let's say Call of Duty's coming, and you can play Call of Duty off your Fire Stick. And for those of you that aren't already part, of the Xbox ecosystem, now you can just play Call of Duty right off your Fire Stick, and you don't have to buy an Xbox. This is a win to get people to subscribe to Ultimate. So this is a huge win, because now people, let's say if they're on Team Blue and they're like, I don't want to buy an Xbox just for Call of Duty. Now you don't have to buy an Xbox for Call of Duty. Just play it off your Fire Stick.
Yeah.
Or if you don't have a Fire Stick, buy one. They're cheap in comparison to a console. So this is great. This is great, and this will help Amazon too, because more people will be buying Fire Sticks. Like, I have to upgrade mine, so people, they're going to be forced to upgrade theirs if theirs doesn't support the app, like me, or people will, and this helps them out because, Luna was kind of a failure. So this allows Amazon to basically still have that exclusive cloud going on their platform. They're just rerouting it through Xbox instead of doing it themselves. So this is great. I love everything about it.
She loves it. Shadai, do you love
it? Actually, Terry just answered one of my questions. I'm like, you're putting this to your competitor, knowing that your competitor have Luna. They just announced Luna. So I don't know what's going to happen there. But at the same time, I'm like, are they going to treat it like consoles? What do I mean by that? Do you have to pay double? And when I mean double is like, remember, we do pay the internet, but at the same time, we pay the subscription. Are we going to do that with the Amazon stick? Are we paying twice again?
I don't know. Do you pay? I mean, Amazon stick, you can watch some of those shows with ads, right? Without a subscription, Terry, or you don't know?
You have the option. Regardless of what app you use, all apps have their own tiers. So, like I do ads on quite a few of mine, like Paramount Plus. I have ads on that because I'm not paying them a crap ton of money.
That's
to go ad free. That's the thing. Like, I used to do ad free, but then everybody kept hiking their prices so much to where now I don't do ad free anymore. I feel like I can deal with ads. Usually what happens is when I have like an ad break, I use that to go and like refresh like my snack, or I go on YouTube for like the 90 seconds or whatever, look at some reels, so it's not a big deal, so like ads don't bother me as much, and I feel like it's one of those things where we grew up having ads on all of our TV because, ads were everywhere. And then we kind of got spoiled with ad free. So now people are like, oh, I can't do ads, but it's like, they're really not that big a deal.
Yeah. And Fire Stick, Fire TV Stick is one way. They also have the Fire TV Cube, the Fire tablets. This could be coming to all those devices eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah, but because I remember I do have 2 Fire Sticks, and I used to have the big one that costs like $99. But remember, you guys mentioned Call of Duty. You know how much space it's gonna take, and you need I don't know if you could put some. I can't even remember. You could put external space into those little boxes.
Well, this is cloud, so you wouldn't be saving it to the device.
Well, I do understand that part, but I'm like, I guess
the only thing getting saved to the device is the size of the Xbox app.
Yeah, I think that's what happened, because I know I saw something that you could expand your space. Probably that was because of the long time ago, the 99 and everything, whatever. But that's one of the questions that I had. It was more like, are we gonna get paid? And is it gonna be set up like the PC? You got the PC, but then you have to pay only for the. Are you gonna pay only for the? Well, actually, no. You gotta pay internet plus the Game Pass. Is it gonna be the same way like that?
Yeah, I mean,
think
people
you get
already
to choose what apps you want to pay for. Fire TV is there.
Yeah,
just for you. I mean, I don't even think you need. If you want access to the Amazon shows, you're gonna have an Amazon Prime membership. But
yeah,
again, that's only if you want.
Yeah, you can use a Fire Stick and never ever use Amazon Video. Like you don't have to, you know. Like majority of the stuff I play off, like I mostly watch Hulu and YouTube and Peacock and Paramount. Like those are the 4 apps I pretty much use on my Fire Stick. So I mean, you know, and they have a lot of stuff on it. They have a lot of free apps on there too for those that are into like Pluto and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
So I mean, you don't have to worry about having an Amazon subscription. You know.
Yeah.
It's not a bad idea. Honestly, it's not a bad idea to put it there. But what will Team Blue see? Why would I care about that? Is because I know Team Blue has something that Team Green doesn't have.
What's that?
And they do have Sony Pictures. You know what I mean? And it could be emphasizing for
but
Amazon.
I mean, you can either buy. I mean, imagine for a cloud device, you can either pay $50 for a cloud device to play your games on Team Green, or you can pay $400 for a portable, you know, the PS Portal. Take your pick. Pick your evil. Which one are you going to pick?
No.
And by the way, the Portal doesn't work by itself. It can only stream from your PlayStation.
No, the reason why I said that is
so you need $1,000. The $1,000 startup cost.
The reason why I say that, and I think I said that in the podcast in Spanish for XBI, it was more like, it is a good, you know, it's a good idea what they were doing, but knowing Team Blue love to, how you call that, party pooper, the whole thing, because they don't want nothing to go on the Xbox. So I wouldn't be surprised for them to come with a deal.
All this is going to do is push for competitors to do the same, which means Nintendo and Sony both are probably going to get apps, and they're going to put it on either the Amazon Fire Stick, or they'll side with Roku, or, you know, they'll pick someone and they're going to do the same thing.
Yeah, but it's not
Sony is really tight with Samsung, so they'll probably get like the PlayStation.
Microsoft.
They'll probably do like a if they start pushing cloud, because they're not really pushing cloud as hard, you know. So if they start pushing cloud, I could see Sony putting a PlayStation app on like a Samsung TV.
I thought that Microsoft had the best, you know, relationship with Samsung.
I mean, they both have relationships with Samsung, but I feel like usually when I see things being advertised for Samsung, it's usually PlayStation.
Unless if they put it on the Sony Bravias.
Yeah, they could. That would make more sense.
Yeah, that would make more sense.
I think they go with Samsung because Samsung has some kind of connectivity with some kind of audio thing. But
I mean, Samsung is, you know, Sony has their own Bravia TV line, so I doubt, you know, Sony hates paying licensing to anybody. So like, you know, instead of Dolby Atmos, they did their 3D Pulse or whatever it was.
Yeah, the 3D Pulse. Yeah.
Instead of Dolby Vision, they did their own little stupid stuff. You know, they have all these. They basically don't like playing with anybody else, and Sony has always been competitive in we're going to be the standard for entertainment. They're going to use our formats. I mean, do you remember instead of the SD cards, Sony had the memory sticks? Do you remember that crap? I mean, it was, Sony has always been into themselves, so I doubt that they will. If they follow through, I will be surprised, because it's not even available on their Sony Bravia TVs yet.
Yeah, they might redevelop
put it on Bravia
something
first.
Yeah, they might redevelop something and then re-release it on their stuff.
Yeah, you know, or to advertise their Bravias, they'd be like, "Hey, get 3 months free or whatever."
Mm-hmm.
You know, like Xbox is doing, get a month free with Samsung TVs and stuff, right? So yeah, I mean, there is a lot. Hold on, guys. The chat is escaping us. Let me catch up to them, okay? Let's see. They need to put it on LG TV so I can use it on my C1 and C2 TV. Absolutely agreed. I wish it was on my LG TV too, as well. Jesse Darby says that's why the partnership with Amazon Fire Stick, cheap entry into house. Who knows? Maybe within 10 years, the internet will be good enough where we can play with no latency, no lag. Possibly.
Yeah, that's one of the things, because I was watching a show and it looked so blurry, because I don't know if it was the connectivity or anything like that. That's one of my biggest concerns.
I've done comparisons of lag. I have videos up on my channel. It's actually my most popular video of xCloud on which browser it's better. And it's just versus the Xbox app. And I can tell you, as a constant xCloud user, it has gotten better over the years. Whether it's because the internet infrastructure has gotten better in my area or because Xbox has improved the code, I don't know.
Yeah, because over here it sucks. Better.
Now, is it still one-to-one like console? Absolutely not. But is it a lot better? Absolutely, yes.
Yeah, because over here where I live, it sucks. It really sucks.
The Game Complainer says, it's funny how they did this 1 month before Prime Day. Oh, that's right. That's right. Get that Prime Day. And Doggy Dog says it'll be $19.99 on Prime Days, I imagine. There you go, Terry. Upgrade day. Upgrade.
That's what I'll have to do. I'll have to jump on that because, yeah, they're saying this is going to...
industrial gallon of lubricant
on
Prime Days.
So they didn't give an exact date. They just said July. So July is officially tomorrow. So when July? Because, I'm ready. I'm ready. This is exciting. So I'm all for this.
I remember the first Prime Day. They're like, "Oh, we're going to put things on sale that people are going to buy," and it was like a gallon of lubricant. And I was like, "Who's buying this?" It was body lubricant, not like lubricant for like machines. And like, who's buying a gallon of lubricant, a personal lubricant, a gallon at a time? What the heck is going on at Amazon?
People who own salons and spas, duh.
yeah. I mean, that makes sense. That makes sense. Absolutely. Let's see. I hope we see Microsoft make a deal with Google to use Chromecast. Oh, there you go. Chromecast might be something. Yeah. Do we think with this deal we are getting closer to buy your games and play on xCloud? I have heard rumors that digital purchases will be accessible via xCloud soon. When soon is, I have no idea. But that'd be fantastic because if that happens, that might be what drives me away from physical outside of collector's editions.
It'll be a great way for them to expand the play anywhere. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, Terry, another great point. Play anywhere, included on xCloud Ultimate. Yeah. Imagine playing Call of Duty on a Fire Stick. I can't wait, man. Okay, Terry, you're gonna have to do a review.
I'm
interested in native shooter bandwidth versus cloud gaming bandwidth. So the biggest problem is, I have my controller sensitivity set really high on first-person shooters because I like to turn around right now. No acceleration, instant. I want it like full turnaround right away. So for me, like if I'm aiming for, let's pretend this picture over here, and I go like this, and like in my head, I stop like right here so that the reticle stops here, right? Like I mechanically tell my thumb, stop right here. So I'm right here. This is where I'm at. But on xCloud, I'll do the same, and it'll stop over here, and I'll miss. So there is some lag on first-person shooters. First-person shooters seem to be the kryptonite of cloud gaming in general, across the board. Yes. Let's see. Happy Cloud Gamer says, I love this deal with Amazon so I can use Fire Stick when I travel. Yeah, absolutely. Our fellow panel member, Dreadpool, travels a lot.
Yeah.
He used to carry his Series X and his Xbox One with him. And now, he can just carry his Fire Stick.
And his controller.
Yeah, Fire Stick and a controller. That's awesome. And who knows? Maybe somebody can make a case that holds your Fire Stick with your controller, like, natively holds it. So that, it tucks away into it. Just saying. Throwing that out there, Xbox.
Just for like storage, you mean?
Yeah, kind of like my phone. I don't know if my phone has a fancy case. But before the S Pens used to be stored in the phone, you used to have to buy a case to store them in the back behind them. So, yeah, it's totally possible. Totally possible. Let's see. How much bandwidth does Call of Duty need native on a device versus the cloud version? So they have said that to play cloud games, you need 15 megabits down and up, regardless of the game, because the data centers are going to handle all the rest. All you're getting is the video feed, the video and input feed. And to do that, they have stated that all they need is 15 megabits up and down per second. So yes. Let's see. Game Complainer says, I just want to play Resident Evil 4 Remake on xCloud already. Yeah. Yeah. Happy Cloud Gamer says, I love my Xbox Series X, but huge fan of cloud gaming. Agreed. Me too. Cloud Gamer. Shout out to Graphic God. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. I've been using the Game Pass app on my Android box in my bedroom for a while now, and it works great. Oh, well, there you go. There you go. Let's see. Every Fire Stick now counts as an Xbox console sale. Yeah, I don't think so. Let's see. DE, are you selling your Xbox Series S, Xbox Series X, and keeping the Fire Stick though? No, definitely not. At least not anybody here. Again, younger gamers are in a different world than we are in. We are old console gamers. We grew up with consoles. I can't imagine playing on cloud only. Ever. Until it improves. Like even the rumored Xbox handheld device is going to be native. And that's the way I want it to be. So yeah. Doggy dog. Xbox 250 million versus PlayStation 60 million. Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, if you buy on Amazon, they could give you a Fire Stick and possible series controller bundles, unless Amazon gets dumb and bundles their own Amazon controller with it. They very much could. They very much could.
I mean, Amazon already makes Xbox controllers, so they might do that. Because like I said, I have an Amazon Basics Xbox controller for PC. They might do that. They might put an Amazon Basic controller with.
So that means it's gonna call Amabox.
But hey, that'll keep costs down though, because the Xbox controllers are way more expensive than the Amazon ones. So
yeah. All right, hold on. Let me see. I'm clicking on it right now. Hold on.
I want an Amabox.
An Amabox. Bundles with this item: 2-year protection, USB power cable, Alexa voice, TV remote, Blink, and TV soundbar. Users usually bought this bundled with. No controllers yet, guys. No controllers yet. Okay. Stephen Avery says they have shipped 200 million, not 2 million. Oh my gosh, even better. Even better. Just saying. Yeah. So yeah, Xbox could get another 100 million easy. Yeah. So let's see. What is Call of Duty rated for in terms of xCloud capacity? Again, 50 megabits is what the xCloud requirement is. I do recall power wait times hearing about them. That's just server bogs. They're trying to fix that. It gets better as time goes on. But yeah, that's server bog times. Unfortunately, they happen. Which is the biggest downside to cloud gaming right now, is server bog down times, especially on the new hot game. Yeah. Let's see. Doggy dog. Stephen Avery makes a good point. If we count Fire Stick as Xbox sales, then we have to count PCs that come with Game Pass pre-installed. Absolutely.
Well, they do have Windows OS.
Do you think Xbox will work with Amazon to reduce latency for first-person shooters like Call of Duty? I hope they have. Graphic God. Otherwise, that could be bad. Let's see. Graphic God, so many variables to latency. If a user has an outdated modem or router, that could be hurt speed. Yeah. Your NAT level counts too. If your NAT is open or closed or semi or moderate, that could be that could also count. I mean, there's so much that plays into it. Sir X-Men says you can play Flight Simulator in the cloud. I love playing Flight Simulator in the cloud. I'm not gonna lie. The one downside is though that like compared to my 4K computer that can download everything, all the graphics, there is a little bit, and once you get it down to seeing cities, that affects it a little bit. Yeah. And Happy Cloud Gamer agrees with Terry that Luna is irrelevant. And WKD says he has poop internet, so cloud and Amazon Fire Sticks suck butt at his house.
Yep, same here.
Absolutely. Let's see. Shout out to Xbox Gamer. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. Oh, yeah. And there was a Sony leak. That's right. There was a Sony leak showed they wanted to bring PS Plus to Fire Stick. Only a matter of time.
Mhm.
That's right. They did leak that. You are absolutely right on that front. Let me see. I think I have a DM of that. I think it might have been either Doggy or Dread. Who sent it to me? I don't remember seeing it. Oh, wait. Doggy tagged me. That's what it was. Doggy tagged me. That's what it was. Yes. Now I remember. Now it's all coming back. Yeah, so this is a leak now. This is 2021. So this is from 2021. And you can see they want to bring PlayStation Plus to Fire TV, Bravia, and Android TV, Windows, Mac OS, Android, iOS. So, I mean, it is only a matter of time till Team Blue also follows through. So shout out to the Xbox Gamer for reminding me of that. Yes. Let's see. DE, I have no idea what their cloud streaming wait times are. I have no idea. If somebody knows, let us know. But I'm not gonna because they don't include first party titles. There's no reason for me to be on that. Sorry.
It's not hurricane speeds. It's probably one of those 5 miles an hour speeds.
Well, they only have old games on there too. Like it's mostly PS3 games.
Yeah, you remember they're trying to go for emulator, so I don't know how it's gonna happen, but.
Yeah, and I agree. The game complainers, PlayStation used to have all their stuff in 2017. They removed it, and now they're looking at firing it back up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we'll see. Let's see. Cody Gooseman is back. Shout out to Shea Walker. Thank you so much for joining us. You are the real MVP. Sony Pictures signed a long-term deal with Netflix, so they are not going to be able to restrict movies and TVs for content from Xbox. Yeah. So X-Men thinks Sony will not put it on a Samsung TV because Samsung TVs are their competition. Jason Max says, just remember, Xbox is number one.
They'll put it there. Trust me. They'll put their app on anything they can.
Yeah, and Shell Walker said, Sony also just recently put Crunchyroll app on Samsung TVs. Previously, owners of Crunchyroll never have it there for some reason. Yep.
If Sony is putting stuff on Microsoft operated PCs instead of, you know what I mean? It's because it's compared. Don't mean they're not going to put it on there.
Yeah, and Stephen Avery says wait time for xCloud gaming on Fire Stick will be 4 hours. Dang, I hope not. JD says, shout out to JD. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. Let's see. Yeah, and Happy Cloud Gamer definitely agree with you. Right now, I think it's restricted to 1080p, but eventually it's going to get to 4K as soon as. But I prefer them to fix latency before they raise the resolution. Just being honest.
But you know what? Those internet companies is going to charge us more because all the data is going to suck in on that thing.
They're trying to keep that data down to a minimal. 50 megabits per second is less than a YouTube video. 4K YouTube video.
Knowing Call of Duty being very demanding, I don't know about that.
That's all on the data centers now, man. The data center is going to be doing that. All you're doing is moving the data stream, the video stream, and the input stream back and forth. That's all. Yeah. I don't have the equipment to measure that. I wish I did, but I don't. Let's see. Shout out to Ronnie Yurianto. Happy birthday to you. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. With that bandwidth Fire Stick needs, I think it's still challenging to bring it during traveling. If you're part of the 25 countries, I don't think it will matter because they have data centers in those countries. But yeah, where you live, Ronnie, probably going to not be great. Just saying. You do need the right infrastructure in place. Let's see. I foresee somebody trying Game Pass going from instantly watching whatever movie they want to 40-minute wait. What is this?
That's true.
That is true. They need to address that. Yeah. There is an Amazon Fire controller they made a few years ago. Oh, okay. I didn't know that was still a thing. Yeah. I didn't know that was still a thing. Let's see.
Talking about controllers, I gotta buy me another one.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm just trying to. Must be nice. Happy Cloud Gamer says in Norway we don't have to pay for how much data we use. Must be nice, man. I'd be a fan of cloud gaming too if I lived in Norway with that. Good grief.
I know. In no way.
Yeah. Wow. All right, but Terry, are you there?
No, she said she's gonna be right back.
All right. Well then, Shaddai, we had a poll. Can you read the results?
Of course. Will xCloud on the Fire TV stick reduce console sales? 54% said, play both. 25% said, nah, console gaming is way better. 16% said, yes, console is, who cares about that one because it's irrelevant now. And I call it blasphemy. 4% said, neither. Use your imagination.
That's all right. So we got a non-gamer in the chat. Shout out to them. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, so I think the xCloud coming to Amazon Fire TV stick is a great move. I personally don't think it's going to affect the console sales, as I said, because console gamers and cloud gamers, I think, are going to be two different people. Mm-hmm. But I think it is for console gamers, it is going to be a great companion ability, to expand the access to your xCloud games. Like right now, I access them on my phone. I have a little attachment that goes on my controller that holds my phone like a TV screen. Yeah, if I could access this on if I could access my games on my mom's TV, even better, because she has fantastic internet. And I say my mom because that's that's another area I use xCloud. At Ronnie's country, shout out to my brother there. I've tried using xCloud in his country, and it is awful. I'm not gonna lie. They don't have the internet infrastructure there, and the only reason I even had access to xCloud in his country was because my stuff was registered in the US. So normally I wouldn't have access to it in his country. Well, hopefully it comes to his country soon.
You know what? It's funny. Now that you were talking about this, I see what's going to be the debate from now to the future.
What is it? Tell us all about it, Shaddai. Tell us all about it.
From Nintendo to Sega. Now is more exclusives. Now this is more like, okay, everybody have to migrate to PC because PC is way more powerful than the console. Now, when cloud comes, it's like, I got more data than you, and it's more stable than yours. And your PC needs a $700 G now, whatever it is piece, GTX. So now it's gonna be who got the fastest connection on the cloud. That's what's gonna happen. I didn't lose my data, you did. That's what's gonna happen for the future. It's gonna be a weird, way.
I mean, if you really think about this, as much as we are the hardcore, quote unquote, the hardcore, the young, like my nieces and nephews, my older nephews, they have consoles, but my younger nieces and nephews, they don't have consoles. They rather play on their phones. They'd rather play on their tablets. They just would rather play on a multi-purpose device that fits in their hand. And so whenever they do get access to the TV, as a parent, instead of buying a console, you could just have a Fire Stick, or if you have a Samsung TV, just download the xCloud app and you're good to go. I mean, geez, this is great. And once you're able to access your digital purchases via xCloud, I think that is going to take it from here to here.
Mm-hmm.
Personally, because as Fastback put it, more gamers on multiple platforms to buy games is greater than console sales. Agreed. And I think accessing your digital library on xCloud will take the service from here to here. I will be looking to trading in a lot of my physical games and accessing them digitally in the future. I'm gonna never ask for another physical copy unless it's collector's edition ever again.
See, this is my thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind cloud gaming. Of course, that's the future. But I'd rather keep my physical stuff as a secondary. There are times in life, it doesn't not matter, but we have to be realistic depending on where you live. There are times that you may end up not having any sort of connection. And your phone, since everybody's saying that this is the future. Yeah, but see, this is your emergency for anything that will happen. Because there are some games that are very demanding and will suck up the battery life. And I think we had that conversation before. So the thing is, I'd rather have that as a secondary, because then after that, it avoids a lot of those headaches. They really do. We do focus too much on the United States part, and that's something that I keep talking to LV and whatever. We're so focused on the United States, but like you said, in Norway, who was it? Yori?
No, it was Happy Cloud Gamer. He lives in Norway.
You're right. So he lives in Norway. Then I have a friend with her husband that lives in Puerto Rico, and every single time that it rains, she gotta tell me, my light is out or my internet's out, because in Puerto Rico, for people that have this good memory, Hurricane Maria, Category 5 went there, and the infrastructure is still not fixed over there. It's still having problems over there. So, see, we have to think more than that, than just the United States. If you want more players and all that, that means other places needs to fix their infrastructure. How long is it going to take?
But this is part of the and while I agree with you, maybe cloud gaming is not an option for them. Like in my brother-in-law's country, cloud gaming is not an option. I'm just putting it out there. It is not an option.
That's what I'm saying.
Based on my experience, okay. So he needs console. He needs dedicated device gaming. And guess what? Xbox has 2 dedicated devices. They got the entry-level device, the Series S, and they have the hardcore device, the Series X. And I believe that, and soon in the future, hopefully they'll have the handheld device and the Series Portable, right? And it just, Xbox is covering, as they have it on their PCs. PCs, you can access Game Pass on PC via cloud, via direct download. So Xbox gives you the most options to play than any other ecosystem in the world right now.
That's true.
And it's all, and it can all be included with that $15. I think it's up to $17 a month, $16.99 for $17 a month
for the Ultimate.
Yeah,
you're correct. 17.
Yeah, $17, $16.99, whatever, right? $17 a month, and you have access to all these options of how you want to access your game. And I love that about Xbox. I love that they're not focused on just one; they're focused on all of them. And for those of you that might be thinking, hardware is dead. Let me remind you what Sarah Bond said. She said that the hardware team is hard at work on their most advanced hardware to date, and that and she also said that hardware is being made for the hardware enthusiast, which means it's going to be hardcore. Hardcore, baby.
Yeah.
Let's see. Stephen Avery says, I'm going to get the 4K Max Fire Stick on Prime Day so I can play Xbox games in bed. You get it. You get that Prime Day deal, Stephen Avery. I fully support it. Phil Spencer approves of this purchase. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah. And yeah, Fastback, shout out to you. I prefer gaming on Xbox consoles, but I understand there are more slices to Xbox ecosystem pie. Yeah, because there are more types of gamers than ever. Back in the day, if you were a gamer, you were just a Nintendo gamer, NES console gamer. Now, there's so many different types of gamers. It's insane. And shout out to Xbox for not ignoring a single one of them.
That is actually true.
DE says, I think the console buy rate, and they know their projections. They have to go to non-console, PC, mobile. What else is left? What screens are left out there?
There's one. There's one. We could play at the movie theaters.
you can rent that movie theater.
I know.
The one thing, there are a few things where I want the ecosystem to go, and one of those places is to get native on this device. Let me download games on my phone natively. That's first.
That's true.
And I love the xCloud access and all that, but let me get some native Android games. And the second part of it is let me access my digital library on xCloud. Those are really the two places that I think Xbox has left to go. So I hope they do.
Yeah, because that's my biggest concern, because you guys already talked about Forza, losing licensing. I understand that part about licensing, but that's another thing. How many times are companies are going to be using licensing, and then we have to lose those games because of whatever deal they have? So how many games are we going to keep losing for those things? They should have created their own.
Yeah, licensing is the modern killer. It is against game preservation right now, is what I feel. But that's a topic for a different day. The game complainer says he's on board once Resident Evil 4 remake is on xCloud. Absolutely. Happy Cloud Gamer is getting more expanded data centers. Man, must be nice. Must be nice. Let's see. Chael Walker says my grandson cycles from console to PC and tablets. He's 8. Yeah, that's my whole point, man. There's so many different types of gamers. And shout out to your grandson, man. He's living a fantastic life. Splendifer, shout out to you. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. He says, really? Big ol' eyeballs. He's looking at you, Shaddai.
Yeah, he's the picture in the back. That's fine. I got the other version right here.
I love how D says, play Call of Duty at the dinner table only at Dairy Queen. That'd be awesome. Man, to get so many people in at the door at Dairy Queen.
At Dave and Buster's.
Yeah. D says, right, convert arcade units at bars and pizza parlors to booth games. I don't know. Play Power Wash Simulator or Flight Sim while waiting on pizza. I don't know. Exactly. Yeah. And yeah. The game complainers, facts, Axel, access our digital library on xCloud is what I need. Absolutely. It is one of the two things that Xbox needs that I mentioned today. Let's see. And yeah, guys, DE says, but that all goes to the wayside again because worry about other screens when you have your phone, right? You'd be surprised, man. Like, I remember when I was little, I would be watching TV and listening to music and doing my homework at the same time. And my parents could never understand why I would have two forms of entertainment on. Right? So I'd have the TV on, I'd have the radio on, and I'd be doing my homework. And nowadays, kids will have their phone, have their computer screens, have their laptops, have their TV on, all that stuff. They have even more input than ever before. So, I mean, what else is there? You ask your kids, man. Trust me. They'll tell you. They'll tell you.
That's true.
Yeah, they'll tell you. Yeah. So let's see. And with Jason Rano heading the stuff still because that came out. He's still working on these consoles or handhelds, not the Surface team. Oh, I thought it was the Surface team that was working on it. I didn't know that. Thank you so much. Shaddai, any final thoughts on this?
No, I said enough.
All right. Terry, are you back yet? xCloud Terry?
Yes, I'm here. Ubisoft is the best.
Ubisoft for life. You've heard of Fire Stick?
The
UB Stick.
U-Town is the best.
Anyways, that's going to do it for the topics today. Unless Shaddai, you want to talk about something else?
Actually, no. I don't have anything else to say about that, or anything else, if I could remember.
Yeah. I see this as a whole positive for the ecosystem, guys. I don't see this as a negative at all. Shaddai, do you see this as a negative for the ecosystem?
Okay.
Your Xbox on more places.
Well, their purpose is, like we said, for everybody. That's fine. That's really fine. But you did nail it. What concerns me the most
And I know they keep saying, remember, you don't own anything. But sometimes it makes me think that's why I said xCloud and all that. I don't see that as the future. You know why? Because we lose a lot of the things that we invest because they wanted to. That's more like a control type of thing. That's like saying the best example that I could come with is I remember Call of Duty under Activision, which is true. But then when Microsoft was trying to buy Activision, we always say, "Oh, is Microsoft now?" And like, no, that's Activision because they created it. Microsoft just bought them. That's it. But they didn't create it. It's the same thing for us. We bought it, but they're still trying to say you don't own it. But if I'm giving you the money, it's because I'm buying it from you, as in general. So the reason why I'm saying that's my biggest concern is more of ownership. For us to say this is, for ownership, we want to call it like this is our because we gave our money to them. That's my biggest concern.
Yeah, I don't. Xbox only cares about monthly active users between you and me, right? Like, they don't care about how you got it, who you paid, if it's legit or not. They care that you're an active subscriber, and so they get to count you as a monthly active user for that period that they're going to count you for, right?
That's fine. They could count how many players they want. But at the same time, those same people that could leave and say, you know what, the more they raise the prices because they put a lot of content, the more are you pretty much pushing the people away. The good example, Netflix, they keep raising it up, and look at Terry. She said, I discontinue Netflix and I start adding something else. That's what's gonna happen to Xbox if they do. That's if they decide to go to that route. So I don't know. It can.
Corporations will push it until they start losing subscribers. Then they'll hold it.
Right.
And once they gain a couple of subscribers, they'll push it again, and so forth and so on. And it never changes. It just never does. It won't ever change. Nothing in this world will make it change, right? But when you get to access all these games, 18 of these games are accessible on Game Pass day one. I mean, and now all you need is a Fire Stick to get to them. It's just.
No, but that's what I'm saying. That's a good idea. That's a heck of a great idea because they do have a lot of people in there. But I'm not gonna repeat it again, but it's all about internet wise and ownership and all that, the goodies, whatever it is. We don't want to lose anything. That's all.
Yeah. But I don't know. I think now that the publishing rights are coming through, everything is coming through, they are 100% gonna get more subscribers. Because once all these games drop, and it's like, holy cow, man, I have a reason to be an Xbox Game Pass subscriber. That's just going to be, okay, where can I get Xbox Game Pass? And it's like available on all these devices. And some of them you might already own. And you'll be like, oh, man, I need to just subscribe and check it out. And so, yeah, I don't know. I think Xbox is doing great. They just need to get the word of mouth out there more. And that is a huge challenge. It is a huge challenge to get the word of mouth out there. Outside of buying streamers, I don't think they're going to. Just being honest, because streamers are, social media influencers are really the way the young generation is getting their news these days. But yeah, if you get all these games on 18 of these games on Game Pass, I mean, who's not going to do that? Who isn't? Especially if you're a younger guy that just tuned into this. So yeah, this could have been this is probably the best show they've done, and now they're adding the Fire Stick support. More and more people are going to come into the system, and especially with Call of Duty coming in day one. That's the biggest announcement of all of that.
Is this going to be included for their Microsoft Surfaces? Like the Game Pass or
I
anything
can play.
like that?
I have a Surface Pro 9, and I have access to the Xbox app on it. Just saying.
Okay. Does it run
Yeah.
pretty well? Because sometimes I wonder that part too.
Yeah.
Doesn't run well?
I mean, it runs the cloud service.
Right.
Yeah, no, it runs it fine. Perfectly fine. There's not a lot of bandwidth needed for the cloud service. I mean, there just isn't.
Okay.
So yeah. But guys, that's gonna do it for our show today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully you guys laughed a little bit. You know. For Shaddai, shout out to you, man. Thanks for being such a good sport. And Terry, we know you're busy. Keep handling your business. But with that being said, we are going to go ahead and get out of here, guys. We appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much for being here. And of course, we wouldn't be able to do this without you guys, the chat. And that's why you guys, the chat, will always be the MVP to any of the shows here on the Iconic Video Games channel. Thank you all so much for watching. We'll catch you guys next week. I'm Axel1324.
I am coolcatterri.
And this is also Shy Guy. Also Shy Guy.
And we'll catch you guys next week. Bye, everybody.